45 minutes ago, a script as long as the one I am reading would not have fit into a single tweet. That is no longer the case. Twitter, as you can see, is doubling the character limit on tweets from 140 to 280. It is a controversial move. Samuel Burke is following the developments.
Oh, no, I'm following you on Twitter. Now I have so much more to write. Do I have to start reporting now?
Just tell me why they're doing it.
They're doing it because people want more space to write more things, especially the most important user on Twitter, the President of the United States of America. He needed a little bit more room. No celebrities have left in protest. The stock price, let's take a look at it. It's gone up about, I think, $3 or so since they made this announcement in September. So look, what do you have to complain about?
I follow Blaise Pascal's quote.
Which is?
Which is, I would have written a shorter letter, but I did not have the time. Anybody can be verbose and long-winded and say more, but it takes...
You've accused me of that many times.
Frequently. But the point is, it takes a certain skill to... A shorter, pithier message is more interesting than somebody rambling twice as long. And
to your point, Twitter says that after the novelty wore off for the test group, only about 5% of users have gone past the old 140-character limit, even though they had the 280 characters. It's just an option. That's all. When you have that one very important message, or if you're like me, you tweet in English and in Spanish in the same tweet, it's just when you need that space. Twitter still isn't as long as Facebook.
All right, so hang on. This makes no logical sense at all, because if you're going to if you're going to just suddenly double it to 280 just because you think people want to write longer, why not? Why 280? Why stop there? Go for 500, go for 1,000, go unlimited.
Well, if the stock price stays as low as it is for Twitter, they may just try something like that. But 140 was just to keep it shorter than the 160 character limit for text messages, because that's what Twitter was designed for originally. So they're just making it a little bit longer, albeit doubling it.
Let's talk about Twitter. The response, of course, to last week with the president and his attack, they moved quite sharp, and the company was quite honest about saying we should have done better, we could have done better, we must do better, and they put in new places. But Twitter still is basically either the president's or it's a news agency of sorts that people use whenever somebody dies. Everybody piles in to say, you know, famous people will comment about it. It hasn't found a home yet for people to comment and chit-chat amongst themselves, or not to the extent.
Or even more seriously, it's become a home, though for all the reasons it doesn't want to be, maybe being used as a foreign agent from foreign countries and elections. I think at the end of the day, it has this extreme relevancy, but the bottom line is people invested in Twitter thinking it was going to be the next Facebook. Twitter is not going to be the next Facebook. 300 million some odd users is nowhere close to 2 billion users.
Do not get any ideas about extending your times just because Twitter's a...
Oh, how did you see that? It was so ever subtle. You're all the way in London.
Grasshopper, you will learn.
You can ring my bell.